Welcome, Leo, to the Temple of Tarot, Astrology and Yoga. My name is Ava, and I'm going to be your oracle and yoga teacher for the month of August 2025. This will be relevant to you if your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Leo. Leo, I have just an announcement before we begin, and that has to do with a very important astrological event. Uranus, the planet of revolution and technological achievements, is moving in to this sign of Gemini. And so what I've done is I've created 12 different videos for the 12 star signs to give you a glimpse into what might be taking place in the next 7 years of your life. I have already posted those readings, and so you might be interested in finding out what's going on with you in particular, specifically. And this transit occurs July the 7th. So by the time you're watching this, I'm sure it's already in your particular house. So please have a look at that if you're interested. I also posted recently a video of my yoga session, and they are of varying lengths, but I posted the last one with captions and sound alerts so that you know when I'm changing positions physically. And I have gotten very good feedback on that, and so I think that from now on, I won't be doing as many uploads of my yoga sessions, but I will include in every one that I do captions and alerts. And the reason that there won't be as many is because it takes a great deal of time and energy to put those captions and alerts into the videos. But if you enjoy them, I'm willing to do that. And thank you for your support for those videos in whatever way you can, through messaging or through direct donations. So thank you for that. Now we're ready. So Leo, this month we've got an interesting combination of energies. I follow the transits of only two planets, Venus and Mars, because they give us the sort of current energetic events, more so than if I were to follow the outer planets, which I said in Uranus it's over a course of 7 years, whereas Mars and Venus change signs rather frequently. In August, Venus is still in Cancer, and Cancer is in your 12th house. But Mars, on the 2nd of August, moves into Leo. Leo is your sign, which puts it in the 1st house. And this is a very fascinating combination of energies. It's kind of complex. And so the interplay of energies is quite fascinating to me. While Mars in the 1st house makes you very assertive, bold, full of energy, very motivated, at the very same time, Venus, now living in your 12th house for quite a while, brings a very different energy of hidden emotions, desires, secret feelings, a need for introspection and solitude. This is especially true in regards to relationships, in regards to love in general. So you're feeling all these passions stirring within you, but you may find it difficult to express them, to find an outlet for them. This suppressed energy may be then exposed suddenly and even compulsively with the presence of Mars in your first house of personality, ego. So surges of unpredictable feelings causing unpredictable behavior, inappropriate perhaps for the setting, the conditional setting that you're in. So be wary of this possibility. Venus in the 12th signals a tendency towards extreme idealism. Idealism in love and your partnerships. So it may lead to disappointment because your partners or your relationships or the other may not live up to these ideals. And so there may be emotional disappointment over the behavior and actions of those whom you care for deeply. There's also a deep need to express yourself artistically, Venus in the 12th, or to just find some kind of creative outlet, any kind of creative outlet to release the pressure of this sort of seething undercurrent of need to Leo, you know, you're a very artistic sign. You need to be able to express this, especially now that Venus is in your 12th for a rather lengthy time for Venus. So by the end of the month, it does go into your sign, giving you some reprieve, joining forces with Mars in your sign. So there's tension between these two forces, these two aspects. Maybe yoga is something that you should practice this month. Meditation or spiritual retreat of some kind, so that you can sort out your feelings. But on a high note, what's so wonderful about this combination of energies is that you may be able to access hidden talents, hidden creative abilities. And as I perhaps mentioned last month when Venus went into the 12th house, is that there is potential for creative mastership, because the creative energy comes from such a deep and real source. There you go. That is your astrological forecast for the month of August. Thank you for listening and for supporting the channel. And for my mission here is to become the best we can be physically, spiritually, and emotionally. So thank you for your support and your kindness. I'd love to hear from you. And now let's move on to your tarot forecast for August. All my love. Welcome, Leo, to my temple and to your tarot forecast for August 2025. Again, this is a reading relevant to you if your sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign is Leo. These are my cards, and I'm going to shuffle in front of you and insert two random reversals. So that was a very interesting astrological forecast with this rather intense combination where your internal world meets your external world. And definitely it is a month in which you should be expressing yourself and showing. You know, Leos are showmen. Your symbol is the sun. You radiate joy and love, and you bring that energy into the world. And with Mars on your sign, this will be something that you feel even more deeply. You feel your essence more deeply, though it is in contrast to the Venusian energy of inner discovery, inner knowing. So it's as I said, a very complex energy combination. But I'm sure that you can handle it. So let's insert two reversals. And if you haven't been with me before, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me and for supporting and messaging me if you can, just because I do love to hear from you. And so with that, let's just shuffle one more time. I've inserted only two reversals so that if we get a reversal, it will be very significant. And what I try to do is I try to join the narrative that the cards present with the narrative that the astrological aspects gave us. And so we're ready. Mic over here, put the cards over here. We divide them arbitrarily into three piles, and then we reassemble them into one pile, and this will be a simple, very simple 4-card spread. The first card represents the overall energy or mood of the month. Love is in the air. That's Mr. Casanova himself. That's your significant other, or it may be a romantic, impulsive, creative gentleman who becomes a sort of dominant force through the month. Now we have, as I said, Venus in the 12th, and this concerns spiritual seeking, as well as seeking for idealistic love. Our knight here is an idealist. He's in love with love. So you may fall in love with someone who represents your ideal, male or female. Generally speaking, this is about being able to create something that is beautiful, artistic, and expresses your deepest inspirations, as would be the case with Venus in the 12th. Now, this lover, this Casanova, is prone also to idealism and exaggeration. He loves love perhaps even more than the person he loves. So sometimes you have to be very cautious about the people that you meet who, at first glance, or at first meeting, or at first introduction, seem to be your ideal. Or it's about the confrontation inwardly as to whether what you're creating is coming from a place of genuine feeling or emotion. So again, this dichotomy, this tug between these two planets might be very much expressed in the character of this knight. He's in love with love, he's in love with life, he's in love with himself. And so those are the attributes of this. So you, this need for solitude, this need for being alone, at the same time, you have the need to go out and become a part of the world and show the world who you are and what you can do. This play between these two forces within you is very much expressed in this card. So be aware. Either you're going to be the one idealized by another, or you're going to idealize the other and hopefully not be disappointed in the process. In the position of the challenge of the month, we have a major arcana challenge. And that is judgment. Your challenge. You see those people with their hands raised up, emerging from coffins. The angel above them is blowing a horn to wake them up out of their slumber, their long slumber in their coffins. I see the angel as Mars in Leo. I see this family trapped previously in their coffins as Venus in the 12th, and the merging of the two. The angel is blowing a trumpet, which is alerting you to your calling, your mission, your raison d'etre, your reason for being. And you are emerging from the darkness, dark feelings, dark shadows, dark experiences, into the light, into Mars in Leo, the sun. That's your challenge. To meet your calling, to answer the call of the divine within you. No small challenge. But again, as a Leo, you have the energy now. The 2nd of August, it goes into your first house of self. You've got plenty of energy to manifest your deepest desires, your deepest passions. In the position of the unexpected, whoa, are you a fortunate sign this month? Ace of Pentacles. Look at it. What a beautiful image that is. Pentacles represents the material world. Aces are always new beginnings. New beginnings in the material world. A beautiful hand cups this single pentacle, which represents again the beginning, the seed of a new material reality. And it comes out of a cloud as if it comes out of nowhere. Suddenly, it appears. And once you plant that seed, what happens is that the garden below it symbolically represents the future rewards of that single seed. You may be given the financial resources that you need to start a new project, a new material reality. Often it comes when people buy homes or sell homes or discover resources to manifest in the real world what they want, what they desire most. And this is just the beginning. Usually, aces represent a sort of energy that initiates here, but ripples out over a period of about 6 months. So 6 months from now, you will see that garden, the manifestation of your material desires. You get help as if angelically delivered, help to achieve in the world, in the material world around you, what it is that you most desire. See how it all ends. Aha, we have another Pentacles card. So from the Ace, by the end of the month, remember we've got Mars moving into Leo by the end of the month, onto your sign. So we have the Two of Pentacles now. Decisions, choices. Even now, the necessity to balance your finances, to put everything into order, to become a manager of the inflow and outflow of money, to stay in a state of control and not be tipped over by the weight of your material responsibilities. You will be given, as was indicated by the ace, you will be given a gift. Financial resources will become available to you unexpectedly. But it is then your responsibility to do something with that money, that resource, that material resource, that keeps you from tipping over, from falling, from not spending too much. Often with this, there may be more of an outflow of money than an inflow of money, and you have to keep on a tightrope, in a sense, so that you don't become too extravagant or too irresponsible with that extraordinary resource that will be gifted to you. That is the outcome of the month. So thank you very much for coming to your reading and for liking, sharing, and supporting, which, I mention it in passing as all YouTubers do, but in my instance, it's I've just moved out here on a sort of a farm-like setting, and I'm completely off-grid, which means that I'm very remote, and it's very difficult for me to make a living in any other way than through the internet. So I appreciate whatever support you can give, and I bless you for it, as at least I've been blessed with a home, someplace I can call my home, and a place from which I can broadcast and give you the sort of counsel and wisdom that I, at my age of 73, have acquired. So if you need any help with your own life issues, problems, circumstances, there's links below this video that provide you a method, a personal private reading from me, and we can even chat on the phone if you need. So I'll be here to help if you need it. And I appreciate whatever support you can give. Thank you. So now wait, please, for your yoga pose and yoga mudra of the month. All my love and namaste. Welcome, Leo, to your yoga pose of the month. And when I think about the energies that you are trying to unite and harmonize during August, the energy of the 12th house and the energy of the first house, they are complete different energies, and they may compete against each other, creating a tension within. And what I would like to do is to unite these two disparate energies, and then to seek higher guidance and look to your heart. So let's begin. We lay our hands on our knees and we roll our shoulders up, taking a deep breath through the nose. We inhale, we roll up high. Lift your chest, roll the shoulders back, and gently roll them down as you close your eyes. We elevate the chest and we begin to gently rotate at the waist, moving the chest from one side over to the other. We twist at the waist, relaxing the hip sockets and keeping the shoulders plumb or even. We rotate from one side to the other. We feel our waist, and we use the arms like levers. We rotate side to side. Take a deep breath, inhale, and rotate to your right, turning to the right. We activate the left brain, the brain associated with reason and action, represented by Mars. We take a look at ourselves. We turn, gazing into our soul. We turn. We breathe. Keep the chest high. Take a deep breath. Relax the shoulders. Relax the abdominal wall. Exhale gently. Rotate over to the other side. And then do several small rotations at the center, allowing your waist and your shoulders to relax. We rotate. Keep your eyes closed. Equal inhalations to exhalations. We twist. We turn. And we rotate now gently over to the left. We turn. Gazing to the left, we hold in place. We breathe abdominally. We connect to the right side of the brain, the deeper, artistic side of our brain. We take a deep breath and we feel our soul. We feel our desires. Deep breath, we let go at the waist, rotating the chest back to center. Bring the elbows down, relax the shoulders, roll them up high. Inhale. Holding onto the knees tightly, roll your shoulders back, roll them down, and look up. Pulling the shoulders down, facing up to your higher wisdom, your higher self. We look up. We breathe. Inhale, we bring the elbows out, we face forward, and we bow our head down, looking deep into our heart. We bow in humility. We breathe slow and deep. Bringing the elbows in, we face forward, taking a deep breath. We bring our hands into prayer and we bow, gently saying, Namaste. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Use that to bring together, to reunite the mind, body, and soul into one harmonic expression of who you are. Thank you. Now, if you would wait for your yoga mudra of the month. Namaste. Leo, to your mudra of the month. I have been thinking about it, and you've been in the mind state of this transit of Venus in your 12th house for a while. So this last phase of it, I think you can garner the deepest insight into its relevance for you on a spiritual level. So I'm going to show you the mudra of the inner self. And it's very beautiful. We take our hands and we put the fingertips of our 4 fingers together. And then we put the heel of the palm also together. And we bend and we lay the thumbs against each other and point them up towards the fingertips, as if they were a road to the fingertips. And we press in, we bring the hands down to about heart level. And this will be a wonderful meditation for you as you contemplate your true self, your true feelings, your true motivations, and reacquaint yourself with the deepest part of who you are. Close your eyes and you feel yourself deeply. Going deep inside. You feel as if you're falling deep inside. Don't hold on. Move in. Let go. Deep breath. Exhale, separate your hands, turn them forward, open the fingers, lay your hands back onto your knees. Inhale, roll your shoulders up. High. Hold your knees, roll your shoulders down. Exhale. Open your eyes. Use that as an introduction to your meditation. Allow yourself to sink deeply into your feelings, reacquainting yourself with the deepest aspects of who you are. I wish you all the best and the happiest August of your life. Namaste. Thank you for coming.